Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find everyone well. Thank you for returning and hello if you're new. Um, Today we have a little bit of a special bonus reading. I had put a few of my decks aside for a while to recuperate, because I had been using them a lot. One of them was the First Light Tarot, which of course everyone knows is my favorite deck ever. That's the one that's all the pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. The other one was the fairy deck. The fairies just kind of felt like they were needed to take a break. But the last couple days they have been vocal about wanting to be used again. So I guess let's check out what the messages from the fairy deck is coming through. So I laid out the first layer just to see, what the lay of the land is for them. And we have something really, really special going on in the energy. First one we dropped was Nellis the Alchemist, which is temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. But the fairy deck I don't really give to any zodiac signs. The thing with the fairy energy is that they're in the 4D, so we deal with the 3D here in the waking world. Um, you know, just reality that we deal with here. One vibration higher than us is the 4D, and that's where the fairies dwell. And they are one vibration below the 5D, which is very cosmic, very divine energy. Okay, there are many, many vibrations higher than 5. Okay, I'm not gonna, we can't pretend that there aren't, but for our purposes, we deal with 3, 4, and 5, especially me as a reader. 3D, 4D, and 5D. So we're going to check here in the 4D with the fairies. And again, I don't give them any real zodiac. Um, I don't give them any zodiac energy, but I will mention it if the card says so. So Nellis the Alchemist, like it says, is temperance energy. Temperance the Alchemist is a Sagittarius energy. I often think of it as Aquarius energy because Aquarius is ruled by its symbolism is the water bearer, and in the Temperance card, it's got an angel pouring water back and forth into two cups. To me, that's like very Aquarius energy. So sometimes I'll get tripped up and say Aquarius instead of Sagittarius. Um, so this is irrevocable change, or I don't know if other people pronounce it differently. Irrevocable. You can't go back on it. That kind of description. This is so like it says, it's alchemy. So what is alchemy? It's the mixing of chemicals, it's energy, it's magic. It's the meeting of magic and science where you use tangible resources, um, tangible solutions, tangible chemicals, tangible things, and you instill in it a magical intent, and that is the alchemy. Okay. What this is, though, is this is alchemy that is a vibration above us, so it's not something that we are actively doing. It's something that is being done in the periphery of going on around us, behind us, above us, things like that, that we actually can't manipulate. Okay. So this is a new path and a realignment. So that's the main energy that has come out with the fairy deck. There's a realignment. And I know that a lot of the other readers have been talking about shifts in the energy. Shifts happen often, okay? But when they do happen, they seem to feel like a flip of the energy, or a flip of circumstances, a little bit of luck. It could be it could be even the opposite. It could be a flip of that luck into something that's unlucky or negative or a setback. It could be anything, but it's beyond our control. But this with the other cards gives me a feeling of something that's really beautiful that's coming out. Um, this also says, oof, I can't read that. But it says a new path and a realignment, irrevocable change, and alchemy. So then we drop the Singer of Intuition and then the Laum. The Singer of Intuition is illumination and insight. Then the Laum is charity and generosity, but it's also an energy of hang back, pull back. Like I said, this is energy working that we really don't have any control over, but I feel like it's really positive. So we're being given a heads up to like chill a minute, pull back, and allow this energy to come through. Okay. Um, I heard look for it, listen for it, watch for it, um, work with it when it comes, don't work against it. And I heard stop being stubborn. That might be for somebody. This is very, very generous energy. This is a clear exchange of giving and receiving. It's charity, generosity, and balanced karma. It says back off, relax, and let the energy flow. Okay, so there is a shift here that's being reworked. I heard reworking the contract, but it's on a larger scale. It's not just like individual contracts, even though that's part of it. There's a reworking of the energy, the structure, and we're being called to use our intuition in order to tap into this. Okay, this also says clairaudience and music, and divination. So they're reminding me to they're they're suggesting to me to remind you guys to try to do those, try to meditate more with music. Music, um, it functions on vibration and tone and sound and reverberation, and that changes the energy, okay? Like a tuning fork. Um, I don't know if you've ever had music classes or anything like that. When you use a tuning fork, you can actually sometimes feel the vibration. You ever see those videos where they put sand on a flat surface and then like feed in tones and sounds to it, and the different when you go up and down in the tones, it changes the pattern of the sand because the sound changes the frequency, it changes the vibration. Okay, so we're being called to remember to listen to that change in vibration because it changes the mind, it changes the frequencies in the brain, the vibrations. I don't know how to describe it, what I'm seeing, but they're showing me like somebody with their eyes closed, and they're showing me like the vibrations in the air coming through into the headspace and relieving like headaches, um, opening up the pineal gland, opening up the crown chakra. Everything is now they're showing me something burst open. Now they're showing me the sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who. So something in the vibration is going to break up something that was stagnant, okay? And we need to rest, relax, and let it happen. Now, that's not to say to pull back on your work or your light work or your inner work or whatever, but it is saying to go into a passive energy and not so much an active, forceful energy. So instead of trying to manifest in something new, we're being called to let whatever we put out there already, let it simmer, let it marinate, let the vibrations go through the cyclings, and allow the energy to work in itself, okay? So that was the first layer. Then the second layer, we drop Lisa the Shadows, which is souls connecting for healing. Then we got Ecstasis, which is joy and ecstasy. This is the soul song, and interesting that it fell right underneath the Singer of Intuition, which calls for clairaudience and music. Like I said, the vibration change will open up all this new avenues of abundance. But however, the last card to drop here was the what is this? The Hobjob, okay? And the Hobjob is fear. He's fear and how do I say it? Reluctance, it's blockage, it's doubt. It's telling us to clear our thoughts because there's real and imagined fears here, and it puts us in a state of caution. Okay? And then the last card I pulled was the Singer of the Chalice. This is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy of new love. It's also trust, patience, hope, and miracles. Okay? And creativity? Does that say creativity? So, all this beautiful energy of change and acceptance, of opening up to abundance, of opening up to new messages, opening up to a new cycle, and then bam, we've got this fear here. And it's a caution to our fear. See, he's got his hands up in a crisscross, which to me always says, "Thou shalt not pass." So there's some kind of blockage here. We're gonna get clarification on that, on what this blockage is. But right after that, to anchor everything here, is the Singer of the Chalice, which is the Ace of Cups. And I feel like this is an energy of a new cycle for soulmates, possibly twin flames. The twin flame card did come out in the reading yesterday. Um, so we might be entering a cycle where soulmates can start coming together, but we will see. Okay, right now it seems like it's just right in the beginning. But with Lisa the Shadows, it's beautiful energy. This is souls connecting for healing. Now, it might not actually be romantic connections. It could just be you find a soul group, you find a tribe, you find new coworkers, you find new friends, you find people start coming together that have like energy, okay? And when souls come together and vibrate on the same frequency, more and more and more, there's more and more healing, there's more and more opening, there's more and more acceptance and calm. I heard calmness and peace and contentment, this also says help for the hopeless, lost and fallen, and healing deep damage. Okay, again, they're bringing me back to the vibration of sound and music and things like that. And then the Singer of the Chalice, anchoring it all, is a feeling of new love. Like I said, this might not be romantic. I don't have any romance cards per se here. I have the heads up for opening up to a new changing situation, changing energy, a changing structure. But ecstasis here is rapture and ecstasy and joy. There is nothing but joy. It says joy is power. Okay, this is the soul song. It says separation is an illusion. So yeah, like I said, souls are coming. This is amazing. This card says souls coming together for healing. This card says separation is an illusion. Here we have the Singer of the Chalice, the Ace of Cups, which is hope and patience, trust and love and miracles. We've got charity and generosity here. We've got a call to tap into our intuition and the advice that this is all happening outside of our control. So just sit back and let the love come in. Okay? Which we're gonna go to the Animal Wisdom deck and bring it down a vibration to the 3D and see how this is gonna play out in our everyday life. Can you please clarify Nellis of the Alchemist? Now, if I'm stuttering over these fairy cards, like I said, it's because I hadn't worked with them in a few months, so I'm rusty here, and plus I've been dealing with a headache all day, so I'm stuttering a little bit more than I usually do. It's taking a little bit to tap into the energy. So on top of Nellis the Alchemist, we have Rabbit, which is the moon. Okay. This is reflection and heart space and hidden truths. It's acknowledging fears, and we do have the hobjob here with the real and imagined fears. It says beware of self-deception, okay? Um, Shadows can change, all right? Adapt and embrace it. It says find your center and wait, all right? This says wonder at the inner and outer nature. So not only that, moon energy is the moon in astrology, it not heightens, it illuminates what we usually keep hidden. Okay, in the daytime, the sun illuminates everything, and that's what we think reality is. Reality is what the sun shows us, but the sun represents the ego, and the ego can be deceptive. Okay? Because in order to understand the dark and the light, we have to see them both. But we don't see the darkness when the sun is out. Okay, I know that's very elementary and it sounds like it doesn't make sense. But it was especially explained to me back in April, I believe, when we had the eclipse cycle. And the second eclipse that was in Libra was a solar eclipse where the moon moved in front of the sun. And when the moon, which is usually illusion, moves in front of the ego, it shows you an absolutely different landscape. Okay? I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. One of the most amazing images that I saw after the after the solar eclipse was the sun with the disk of the moon in front of it, and then you could see planets in the sky that usually you can only see at night. So it was like night and day had met, and that was a very surreal kind of energy. Um, Animals go quiet during that time. Um, Things feel different during that time. You get to see things that are under the surface usually because the sun blocks it out. The ego is too bright. I heard the ego's too loud usually. And the in when the heart moves in front of it, because the moon actually represents our inner emotions. When that moves in front of the ego, you get to see everything in a different light. Um, at night, when we're children, during the day, we're in our room, we can see that the things on the chair are clothes, right? There's a jacket there, there's clothes, and there's a stuffed animal on top. But at night, when we see it in the shadows, it looks like a form, a monster, something frightening. But we know what that is. But when we see it from an emotional point, those things seem very scary sometimes to us. So this has a feeling of whatever this change that's coming is coming in under the moon. It's still hidden, okay? But it's going to illuminate things that we also kept hidden. One of the things that came to me the other day about the moon was that it reflects what we neglect. Okay? The moon is a big mirror, and when you look in it, you see what the ego usually blocks out. You see the truth of the emotional side, okay? She's feminine energy, where the sun is masculine energy. Masculine is ego and action and ambition, and the moon is receptivity and intuition and the inner cycles and rhythms of nature. Okay, so when the two meet, it's a completely different landscape. Usually, we live in the duality. We live in one or the other. Sometimes they meet, sometimes they cross paths, sometimes they are separated. And in order to move in that energy, we have to understand both. So, the moon is Cancer energy. This might come in during Cancer season. Did we pass Cancer? No, we're coming up. We're in Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancer. I totally forgot. We're about 4 days into Cancer season now. So that's interesting that it comes out on Nellis the Alchemist. I heard the alchemy is in flow. It's changing. The changes are happening now. But again, we're right in the beginning. Okay. Cancer energy, moon energy. I heard whispering. I heard, not that I hear whispering, I heard the word whispering. So something in your heart is whispering, something in the inner intuition is whispering. And as the moon comes more into play, that whispering is going to get louder. Now, how do we tune ourselves? How do we tune our vibrations in order to listen easier to the whispering? And that's here in the Singer of Intuition with clairaudience, music, and meditation. So let's clarify, please, the Singer of Intuition, illumination, and insight. Thank you. Oh, we have the Three of Shells, Otter. That's the Three of Cups. It's celebration with light, kindred energies. Okay, friends, family. This is light-hearted celebration. This has been coming out for me lately with the Four of Wands a lot, which is the foundation of a new love life. It's more than that. It's like the foundation of a new future. Okay, that um with the, and then I would get the Four of Wands, which is like an engagement or promise or commitment. And then I would get the Three of Shells, the Three of Cups, which is the celebration of it. That to me says honeymoon phase. Okay, so the illumination and insight is going to come from like the coven, the friend group, the family, the community, the tribe. It didn't come out reverse, so I don't feel like this is third party energy. I feel like this is just a celebration of a connection. And I know there's three here, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that there's three involved. Like if this is a love connection, because like I said, we've got rapture and joy here. Ecstasis is not it's passionate. It's passionate ecstasy, passionate joy. Yes, it can be platonic, but usually it comes out when there's a new love involved. Like a lot of times the fairies tiptoe around the love part because I think being a vibration above us, they're not concerned with our love lives. They're just concerned with energies meeting and mixing and developing and growing and things like that. They're not necessarily concerned with our mundane idea of what romantic connections are. So we've got the Three of Shells here, which is celebration. It's the celebration of a coming together of love because it comes after the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is the commitment. Okay, the Two of Cups is somebody comes with their cup of love, and you have your cup of love, and you mix them together. And the Three of Shells coming after that is the joy and celebration, the honeymoon phase after that connection, okay? And again, here we've got Lisa the Shadows, which is souls connecting for healing. And the water energy of the Shells and the Cups cards, and again, water energy with the moon, this is emotional healing, okay? This is healing from damage. Like, what was the other one? Healing from deep damage. So, yeah, let's go to the lawn, please. Just relax and let things flow. There's charity and generosity here, please. Oh, we got the Three of Branches. So, Toad, we've got two threes out here. The Three of Branches is the Three of Wands, which is kind of like a waiting card. The Two of Wands is choosing your path. The Three of Wands is as you're walking that path, you're kind of waiting for the things that you're manifesting to come to fruition. In this card, it's three frogs looking at three sticks, and only one of them has bloomed, okay? Only one of them has grown into anything that they can, anything tangible here. Now, Wands also is fire energy, so that's health and vitality. This again with the healing. When Wands comes out like this, sometimes I'm being guided to remind you to take care of your health. Okay, I heard you can't love somebody if you're sick or not healthy. Um, maintain basics. I heard like drinking water and eating right and getting exercise and sitting in the sun. A lot of people hate when that advice comes out because it doesn't feel like, oh, I hate doing that. Like, oh, really? I got to give up coffee and eat more vegetables? Like that's not conducive to joy. It's like, I want my coffee and I want to eat cheese all night. Stuff like that. But you have to really, the body is the antenna to receive those, messages and vibrations, and it's the only tool you really have in order to manifest your life. And so it behooves us to keep it healthy. Also with health, it's telling me like only one of these choices is healthy, meaning not physically healthy, but the the situation itself. Like if there's three situations that you were trying to manifest, only one of them is healthy enough to come to fruition, okay? Anything else? No? Okay. We'll go to the Lease of the Shadows and get clarification on souls connecting for healing. There's help for the hopeless, lost, and fallen. Oh, the owl. Okay, hermit energy, keeper of the. Oh, I forgot to read the back of this. Sorry. Pause that on the hermit, please. So we've got the three of branches. We've got perspective, planning, and patience. Okay, so we're being called to be patient, and that fell out right on the lam, which is back off and relax and let the energy flow. So again, patience. It says, waiting on manifestations. Plans grow. Pay attention and accept change. It says confidence, integrity, talents, and gifts. It says nurture your growth and plan ahead. So this also says here cultivate your future and creativity. I can't read that. So okay then, cultivating. All right. So look at this card again with the three branches and only one is blooming. Cultivating means that two of those choices are going to be culled. Is that what they call it? Culled, like weeding the garden, pulling out things that are dead. So there's an energy here of some plan, some situation, some condition that isn't growing is going to be removed. But now that I look at it, now mind you, I have terrible eyes. So I'm going to hold the card up one more time. So it looks like one branch is dead. One branch has the beginnings of a bud, and one branch is fully blooming. Okay, so this might be like another kind of choice. Like, do we have to cut one away? One is growing still, so we can leave that alone and see what happens. But then the one in the middle is the one that's really blooming. So that's the one you want to really, really take care of. Really feed it, really nurture it. Be patient with it. Don't force it. Watch over it. Be protective of it. But also admire it and be proud of it. Okay? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the hermit, we've got owl, keeper of the light, on top of souls connect for healing. This is Virgo energy. Virgo is they really get stuck in their heads a lot. Virgo energy. They are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules Gemini. Gemini being an air sign, Virgo is an honorary air sign. However, it's not quite comfortable energy for them to be in. They are earth energy. They're an earth sign. So they're steady and stable, and they like their routine, and they like, the creature comforts of home, their pets, their loved ones, their work, things like that. Hermit energy is where they go inward in order to gain a greater, larger perspective. Okay, that's where they get it stuck in analysis paralysis, where they go around and around with the information they have. They analyze it, they think about it, they research it. They constantly shift, or they constantly have to be sure of where they stand in that information. Okay. Now, it's interesting that the hermit is going inward to gain a larger perspective. Virgo's exact opposite is Pisces. And in the tarot deck, one of the Pisces cards is the Hangman. And the Hangman goes inward to gain inner perspective. Not larger, but smaller, inner, in your heart, in your mind, how you feel about things. What's your intuition about things? Whereas Virgo energy is, what is the information? What is the truth? What are the facts? What is the data on these things? Pisces is, how do I feel about those things? Okay, so here we have in Lisa the Shadow, souls connecting for healing, help for the hopeless, lost, and fallen. Hermit energy, it's telling us to pull inward and gain a larger perspective, okay? I heard this isn't necessarily just about you. I heard the healing is going to be bigger than you. Here in the moon, in the rabbit card, we've got a bright full moon. Here in the hermit card with the owl, we've got a waning moon, okay? So again, moon phases here. Moon energy, this is studying things that usually we keep hidden. Okay? I heard for some in the collective, the healing that we need, we have been keeping to ourselves. Our needs, our emotional needs, we've been keeping to ourselves. We've been keeping them aside. We've been keeping them quiet. They're not in the equation. Why? Because we're in Virgo energy here, the analyzer. Okay, Virgo deals with facts. Virgo deals with data, information. It can only process what it can see, experience, and learn. Okay. It says solitude, introspection, and retreat. It's in quotes here. It says, "Know thyself, be grounded and dedicated." Inner self-discovery and courage. Counsel, inner counsel. You keep your own counsel. You're making up your mind about something. It says you may have to walk alone for a bit, but you're doing it for inner guidance. Okay, that's the key. I feel like now they're telling me many in the collective have felt recently in the past cycle that they're walking alone. There was an ending of a very rough, tough. It took a lot out of us. There's the ending of a cycle coming, and many of us we felt like we've been alone in that cycle. Now this falls on top of, yeah, they are the loners. Virgos are loner energy. That's why the hermit fell out on Lisa the Shadows, where once we were in loner energy, alone in our principles. Maybe we pulled back because we've been hurt, we're injured, we needed time to heal, we needed time to regroup, we needed time to get our heads together. How do I feel about that situation? What's at my disposal to change it? Things like that, where it was very, I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. Things like that. Now it falls on Lisa the Shadows, which is souls connecting for healing, help for the hopeless, lost, and fallen. Ecstasis, please. There's nothing but joy. So after this connection, this is beautiful. After this connection, during, before, there's soul song, joy. It says the void. Scarab beetle. 10 of branches, 10 of wands. The ending of a burdensome cycle. Okay, the wands, the 9 of wands. The 10 of wands is traditionally like laying down a burden, okay? But it's a burden that took 10 wands to collect. It took a long cycle to come to this point where now we can lay that bundle of sticks down, okay? This card has been coming out a lot recently. I'm very thankful because I've been able to explore the meaning of this symbolism. Now, in the Rider-Waite and in other tarot decks, the Ten of Wands is a man carrying a bundle of sticks, right? In this card, the sticks are arranged in a wheel and four of them are on fire. So I feel like with this wheel, this scarab beetle is just going to roll away, and on its way, it's going to burn away anything that that was from the old cycle. Okay. Um, what I love about this is that the the sorry, I'm stuttering. The branches that are on fire are the four branches, which means it's the Four of Wands. So to me, this feels like somebody is going to be using, or not using, somebody's going to be um, forming a foundation with somebody for a new love life, a new life in love, okay? And that new condition, that new connection, that connection that's going to heal is going to ignite something that will burn away everything in the previous cycle that was um the the battle, the fighting, the injury, the wounds, um everything, the fears and everything that was I keep saying burdensome. um The symbolism in the Nine of Branches, or the Nine of Wands, is somebody that has used the Eight of Wands to build a boundary fence, and they're behind that, in the protection of that communication, in the protection of that information, and they're resting. Usually, in some decks, the guy is bandaged. In another deck, he's a knight that's on one knee. He's been humbled. Um, he's tired, he's hurt, he's been through battle, okay? So whatever this wands cycle was, it was a war, it was a battle. There was a lot of loss, there was a lot of pain, there was some injuries that we have to heal from, and now in the 10, we're laying all that down. Not only that, but like I said, with this card, four of these sticks are on fire. So to me, this is like a slash and burn kind of thing. It's burning the bridge once you cross it. It's setting fire, it's laying waste, okay? Salt the ground, nuclear bomb kind of slash and burn. Now, the other thing about the slash and burn, it's an agricultural tool to clear a field of debris so that you can plant a new crop, okay? So again, this is on top of ecstasis, rapture, joy. This is going to set fire to your world. This is going to herald a beautiful opportunity to say, I'm finally done with the suffering. I'm finally done with the fighting. And whatever this beautiful new connection of love that's coming is going to burn all that away. So let's go to Hobjob, please. What is the fear here? There's fears, real and imagined fears. This is the one that goes bump in the night. Okay? Yeah. It says the closet thumper. When you're trying to rest and you hear dum dum dum, you hear weird noises. Remember I was saying things at night, we know that that's clothes on the chair, but at night we hear things, we see things, we think we see things, we sense things. We are fearful at night because the sun is not illuminating things, but the moon is, right? So that's inner fear, that's illusion. Fear is an illusion. That's interesting because yesterday I think we dropped from the theme deck, we dropped the angel number 666, and everybody gets freaked out when 666 comes out because it's the devil card and it's evil. And no, it's fear is an illusion, and that is the real devil. Fear, doubt, things like that, because they pull us from our divine path. When you doubt yourself, when you have fear about moving forward, you stray from your purpose. And that's the real energy of the devil, is to stray us from our path. Okay, so these fears here, we're being cautioned to acknowledge that they're there but not fall prey to them, because if we do, this is going to stray us from this beautiful Ace of Cups energy that's coming in to heal us. Okay, please clarify the hobjob. What are the fears? Real and imagined fears. Caution. Ten of Swords tried to drop. That's anxiety and nightmares. Please clarify the hobjob. I hope this is making sense. Like I said, I'm rusty with the fairies because I haven't worked with them in a few months. So I'm stuttering over the symbols that they're showing me because it's on a different level, you know? Okay. Oh, 10 of shells. I heard. Oh, okay. See, there's fear here that you're going to lose, that this. I heard this can't be real. This can't be real. Everything is here. 10 of shells is 10 of cups. This is hippo energy. Okay, this is the culmination of a cycle so that we can actually experience the fullness of emotional fulfillment. This is every cup is full. There's a rainbow here where the cups are, which means we've come through something that was a storm. It was a tower. It was a dark night of the soul. Now the rainbow is here, which shows us that there is hope on the other side. And what was the card that says hope? There was a card here for hope. Hope for the help. Hope for the hopeless. Help for the hopeless. Nothing but joy. Yeah. Oh, here with the Ace of Cups here. Patience, hope, and miracles. And we've got the 10 of shells on top of the hobjob, which is real and imagined fears. We're going to be afraid that once this comes through, it is too good to be true. All right? The fear is losing it. Are we worthy of it? Can we create it? Is this really for us? Is it lies? Is it illusion? Is this going to fall out from under me? You know, who's gonna be hurt if this fails? Again, I hear, is this even real? Okay, let's go to the singer. Oh wait, let's read the hippo, please. It's happiness, harmony, practicality. It says, let your emotional abundance, strength, and peace. Oh, I'm sorry. Let your emotional abundance give you strength and peace. Okay, we gotta let the fears go. And again, hobjob fell underneath the lamb, which is telling you relax, back off, and let the energy flow. I heard stop blocking your blessings. You're self-sabotaging with your own fears. And that is a self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? It's like I'm afraid I don't deserve this. Okay, if you functioned in that vibration, then you're going to block whatever is coming in to heal you, because the universe is going to say, "Oh, okay, she doesn't think she deserves it, so we can't she's not open to receiving. They're not open to receiving this yet. They're blocking it because that's negativity. That negativity blocks it." Okay, so your real and imagined fear is that you don't even deserve this. You can't. It's gonna be cost too much. It's going to be too much work. I can't trust this. I can't trust it because the cycle that led up to it was so burdensome, so, I heard exhausting, that it's like I've waited so long, and every other time that I thought it was coming, it wasn't coming. So how do I even know this is real? Okay? The key to this card is float in happiness and love fiercely. Okay? So that's telling us once it does come and you recognize it, don't push it away with fear. Protect it fiercely. Love it fiercely, unapologetically. Okay? With no fear. Love with no fear. And protect. Accept it. Nurture it. Celebrate it. Burn everything away that would threaten it. Please clarify the Ace of Cups, Singer of the Chalice. Patience, hope, miracles, love, trust. Creativity, I like that that's there, because when we are content, when we feel safe, when we feel loved, when we feel steady and stable, that the heart chakra opens up and vibrates so differently, so highly, so purely, that creativity just flows out of us. And that is how we connect to the divine. So please clarify the Singer of the Chalice, the Ace of Cups here. That anchors everything. Thank you. Hummingbird, Six of Branches. This is the Six of Wands of victory. Okay? With this Ace of Cups, it brings the culmination of reward, recognition, and not just recognition of what we've been through, what we built, what we've made, who we are, how we healed. Not only that, but this is the recognition of true love. Now, I'm going to date myself a little bit. I am Gen X, so I was raised in the 70s and 80s and 90s. I was a mother already, but in the 80s, there was a graphic novel series called ElfQuest, all right? And I'm okay, I'm a fandom nerd. I readily accept and love that about myself. But this in this particular setting with these, elves or whatever, there was a topic that was called recognition, and it's really interesting because this is what opened me up to researching twin flame energy as opposed to soulmate energy. All right. Recognition in this instance was souls recognizing another soul as their other half. Okay, now we say stuff like that all the time about soulmates. He's my other half. He completes me. We finish each other's sandwiches, things like that. Okay, however, a soulmate is another soul who is a kindred energy, all right? But they are their own soul. They have their own reincarnations, they have their own path, their own purpose, their own agenda, their own motives, mission, and things that they want to learn and experience. But we all are part of a group of souls that we come and work together in different incarnations. We contract to be together. We are friends, we are lovers, we're family, things like that. However, the soul mate, the twin flame is completely different. In the beginning, when souls first emanated from the creative spark, the spark of life, the spark of creation, God, whatever you want to describe it as, when souls first sparked into being, some souls contracted to be split apart, split into. It's exceedingly painful. It's exceedingly rare for a reason, okay? Those souls function separated, incomplete. until they can experience enough to come back together and reunite. Okay, that is when you meet that twin. Not everybody is a twin. Not everybody has a twin. We all have high level soulmates. We have karmic soulmates. There's, negative karmics. There's all kinds of connections, but not everyone is a twin. When you meet your twin, that is recognition, for better or worse. There's a saying that when soulmates meet, everything falls into place. Everything harmonizes and it's beautiful and levels out, and you complete them and they complete you, and together you get work done, you're happy, things like that. But when twin flames meet, everything falls apart because it's a nuke, it's a bomb, I didn't expect to meet you right now, I didn't expect to have to deal with you right now. A lot of times, especially in the past through 2 or 3 twin flame cycles, the masculines have stayed asleep and the feminines were the ones that were awakened to the connection. They were the ones who awakened to the recognition first. And the masculines are like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because this is all crap to me. I don't know what you're saying about twins and soulmates and whatever, because, I've got shit to do here in the 3D. So the masculines stayed asleep a little bit. Now, I've got to cut them off because they're making me ramble about this. The point is the recognition of the Six of Wands. This is victory in recognition. They wanted me to say all that because of the twin flame soulmate stuff. I'm bitter towards it, okay? I'm jaded towards it. I don't usually like connecting to it. I am the feminine in the situation, and sometimes I'm read for the yelling at them, reading for the masculines, but I don't like it. So I try to not go that route, but I have to call it when I see it. So this is victory in that area. Patience, hope, miracles. That's the miracle of of recognition. It's like now. So in plus with the 10 of branches here, the 3 of branches, and the moon. I feel like this was such a long cycle to come around. Like everybody's been through a war. Everybody's been through a battle. I don't know if anybody watched Stranger Things. I'm not going to, well, I'll spoil it because it's 2 and 3 years old already. Season 4, episode 4, when Max is running out of the upside down and they're playing Kate Bush. That's what this cycle has been like. Okay, you see your loved ones in the portal, you hear the music, you're trying to run, you're trying to save your life. They're yelling for you to come out of your depression, you're running towards it. That's what this cycle has been like. Finally, now we have the 6 of branches on the Ace of Cups. This is victory and recognition for the love connection. God, why do you make me say, go around in the whole thing in order to get here? My goodness. I heard because some of them need to be reminded. Oh, but I'm bitter. I don't like this energy, okay? I don't like this at all. We're gonna go, where do you want me to go? Is that it? Okay. They also called me earlier to bring back, what is it? Throwback to something. Bringing out my little theme cards. Okay. I haven't used these in months and months. So this feels like there's going to be in the energy in the collective going back to things that we set aside that are now going to be useful again, okay? Like I used to use these cards all the time along with the fairy deck, and that whole, like, as they were having me work with other decks, you put the old things aside for a while, and then I've been called back to it today. I am going to go ahead and do one of my normal readings, even though it is getting kind of dark and these are going to upload really late. I hate that, but I'll give it a shot. I am going to try to upload this hot mess of a reading early. I've been trying to move away from my uploads happening at like 11, 12, 1 in the morning. I've been trying to get them out a little earlier, so we'll see. So the way these little cards work is there's a bunch of messages on them, and then I'll drop them by the handful, and whatever lands face up, I will read. Okay, so let's get a summary here. I hope this is resonating. I hope this is meeting everyone well. If we are resonating and you like my messages, check my description. I do have my email there. You can contact me and we can talk about a one question, quick, a quick one question spread or a one question birth chart inquiry for $20. Also in the description is my Venmo and CashApp links if you'd be so moved to, oh, we've got a letter here, L. No, is that a 7? That's an L. Okay. Also, please give a like, leave a comment. What is it? Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so let's start with these now. Okay. Okay. We got justified. H. L, divine feminine. Okay, we've got moon and fire. So that's somebody has a moon in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I have moon in Leo. Okay, let's start. Let's do more. H and L, divine feminine, moon and fire. Okay. We've got the squad. There we are with the 3 of cups. You're ready. It's lit, fam. Dang. We've got work. We've got defensive. Yep, that's there. Okay. Anything else face up? Now or never. Nature. It says Earth Ascendant. Okay, so that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Dang, it's like my whole chart is out here. Okay. Work, ready, it's lit. Now or never. Ask for what you want. We've got May here, that's Taurus energy. We've got the letter E and the letter U. We've got naysayers gonna naysay. Don't listen to the haters, okay? Or your inner doubts. That's like that hobjob energy with those doubts and fears. Squad goes here. This is factory reset. Yeah. Malice the Alchemist. That's actually that's tower energy. It says someone's manifesting like a boss. It says make the effort, take charge. Okay. What else do we have? These are all face down. Okay. Anything else? These are face down. Anything else? Worth it. Harmony. Okay. Defensive, now or never, worth it. Harmony. Anything else? Oh my god. Okay. We've got they really do. We've got self-inflicted. You played yourself. Okay. Peace and nature. Taking charge. Sparks. Ooh. February. So that might be someone's birthday. We've got months. May and February. That might be somebody's birthday or when this started. Anything else? Deception and jealousy. Might be karmic energy here. This might be people who don't want to see, you know, got the letter K. Okay, we'll stop there. Ruh-roh, and October, we've got this one that says whatever Lizzo be singing about. That's how old these are. That's when I made them. Sparks, ooh, taking charge, defensiveness. Okay, full moon. It says big fat phony. Someone's a big fat phony. So watch out for that. All right. Let's get some ancestor messages here. Like I said, this might end up being a hot mess because I haven't used these decks in a long, long time. Okay, so let's see. I'll actually repeat the letters here. Where did that K go? Oh, K, L, E, and U. Okay. I heard clue. Get a clue. Let's start with a K. Luke. L-U-K-E. Luke. Yeah. K-E. So I've got Luke here. L-U-K-E. Luke. Let's get some ancestor messages, please. I don't know if you can hear my music, but the song that's playing sounds a lot like the song The Final Countdown from the 80s. Ta-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na, it's the final countdown. Okay, so we've got one so far, and it's drum. Okay, dream and journey. Remember when I was talking about vibration and sound and music and clairaudience? We've got the Lord here. Clairaudience, music, sound, and now we've got the drum. I heard beating of the drum of the heart, beating of your heart, you know, different, the beat of a different drummer. One more, please, from the angels and ancestors. One more. I said one. I'm not taking three. One, please. Yeah, I am going to do another reading after this because, like I said, with the fairy deck and the little theme deck I haven't used in a long time, I'm feeling this was very disjointed, but I'll publish it anyways. Okay, so we have Drum, Lord, and High Priestess. I love the High Priestess card because she stands there with the Ankh of life, and she's holding it out towards the right, which is the future. Okay. Drum. Let's see here. Dang it. Sometimes these are hard to find. I apologize. Here we go. Dream and journey. Okay, journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. That fell right on top of the Hermit card, too, which is going inward to gain a larger perspective. Then follow the guidance, and that again is on the Hermit. Follow your inner guidance. It says you're very concerned to... Oh, you're very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it's been coming to you repeatedly. And it has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and love it. Live it. I'm sorry. Okay. The Lord. Ooh la la. He's so handsome. I think this is fire energy, so like Leo, Virgo, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Dang, come on. Lady, Lord. Okay. Take charge with authority. Okay, so that's like Emperor energy. So it says take charge with authority. Don't be afraid to take charge and or use your voice. Again, with the voice and the vibration and singing and stuff. This, you know, it says be strong. This is sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change this. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. Wow, I love that this fell out here because with the 10 of shells and hippo, it says love fiercely. This is protect that with in a fiercely loving way. That's cool. It says you have the energy and might. Oh, I hate ads. Hang on a second. Ugh. Sorry about the ads. Okay. I'm sorry about getting distracted. If you feel you kindness and gifts have been taken for granted, it's time to change this. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground, speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome drama or energies that aren't working for your growth. And it's time to change. It's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You're being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Okay? Then we have High Priestess. It says harness mystic power. It says align with the light and focus on all things positive. It says you're a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There's an opportunity for you there's an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You're being guided to look at what you're working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. So we've got the Lord, which is take authority in order to, manifest in the 3D. And we got the High Priestess talking about using your intuition in order to take charge and make change. And that actually we were talking about in the beginning with Nellis the Alchemist, meaning how she was using physical, tangible tools and magical energy in order to weave that together to make this alchemy to change. Okay, Oh, that was a stuttering mess. I'm so sorry. I hope that the messages came out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check my description for my email. And also, there is the links for my donation sites. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and do that other reading like I wanted to. It's going to come out kind of late tonight, but I need to do it just to clear my head because this felt like a hot mess. But they can't all be perfect, so I accept that, and I hope you can vibe with it. And until I upload the next one, thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.